Hello, Marty Braden here. It's the end of day 27. Can you believe it? Like I said last night, which was Sunday night, today was going to be the first day of a fantastic work week. In fact, let me show you some of the pieces of my coaching package storyboard that I got through the portal of my mind today. It's so exciting. Let me show you this. If you look at this, here is a episode 1, the first step to success. I've decided to call the 8 or 12 podcast series Mindset is Everything with Marty Braden. And so this is just one that I put together for that. And as you know, I showed you these pictures. I showed you this here, which shows a lesson that I can do a webinar coaching series. And then how to get honest with yourself as the first one. We're showing the things for that week. And so that's kind of cool. You see that? Now imagine this here. So this is the kind of the start of the website. It says about podcast, question and answer sessions, coaching program, member login, then search. And I just showed 4 along the top, but I'll change those with giving them titles and that. I did it black and white. I'm saving on my color ink here. But you can start to see it fleshing out as like a storyboard of what's happening on my coaching beginner entrepreneurs. And as you know, I've always had this steps in red. I'm pursuing that right now. And I've got these beautiful pictures. I got the whole, oh my goodness, just a ton of them here that I can use now. And so if you remember right, the power statement for today was, I'll get as much of my coaching package storyboard done as I can today and get it all laid out so I can see it coming together with real pages, real outlines, real designs, and not just thoughts and pieces of paper with notes on it here and there. Well, as you can see, it's coming together piece by piece into a complete storyboard package. And here's another larger piece that's in the process of coming through the portal of my mind. It's a list of titles I've come up with as my name for coaching lessons that I'm working on. So if I can find that. Where did I put those? Okay. Here we go. I wanted to talk to you about that. I had shown you this list of podcast information. Well, I got that down to a few lists of here on podcasts, and then I got a little bit further along, and that's this coaching podcast subject titles. Let me read some of those. This is not ingrained in stone, but it says first step to success. The first step to success is to get honest with yourself. Number 2, starting is half done. Number 3, win the morning, win the day. Start strong, stay strong, end strong. Number 4, plan your work and work your plan. Number 5, go to the movies. We've talked about that. Number 6, the success formula. There's a success formula called needs times faith equals motivation. A lot of folks just don't know how to find that motivation to keep pushing through on that. Well, your needs, if you have real low needs, times your faith in yourself is really low, your motivation stinks. But if we can increase that faith by getting some good mindset stuff going in here, and your faith by giving you a few things to do that you find you do it and you get it done, that starts to rise in numbers, so your motivation really starts to climb. So that's going to be a fun little podcast. Staying core. There are 8 steps that we can do to stay this whole thing, aligning yourself to your 3 minds and stay the course. Win the morning, win the day routine. Number 2, go to the movies. Number 3, listen to audios and videos, 1 per day at least. Read 15 to 30 minutes, hopefully 30 minutes or more a day. And there's a lot of books you can read. I'll suggest some for you in the future. Attend all weekly webinar calls. There's just 1 per week with a little homework assignment. Attend them all. Number 4, plan your work and work your plan. In other words, prepare that list of to-dos with those important ones at the top, and very much so at a minimum, getting those 3 important tasks done each day. Number 7 is hire your 2 amigos and get them assignments. Get that belief going that you can assign them assignments, and then have that phone ready and ready to take down those notes, because they're going to come back with support material. That's for darn sure. And then lastly, end the day success routine. So those 8 steps of core, you do that every day, you're going to succeed. It's going to happen. And number 8, in terms of a podcast subject title, was fear thinking versus possibility thinking. The fear of losing something is always greater than the desire to have more. So finding things you're going to lose out on, and that helps. You know, the old salespeople always put out something, you're not going to do this by this time, it's going to be gone, all that kind of thing. It's that fear of losing something is stronger than the desire to have more. Have a little podcast on that. Number 9, get the owner's mindset, and more importantly, get the business owner's mindset, mentality. Always undersell and over-deliver. That's a mindset. There's several things I'll cover on that, but get a business owner's mindset, mentality. Powerful. Number 10, I'll come back to being willing to do that which other people are not willing to do, so you can live like other people won't ever be able to live. That's just a principle. Doing what we're doing now is a lot of people won't do it, and I understand that. I love people. It's their choice, but it's the 80-20 rule, and I want to be in the 20% of getting things done. So that's a whole podcast. The magic of thinking big. That's a whole discussion right there. And the last one I had down here is aligning the 3 minds: conscious mind, subconscious mind, and the vibrational mind, the incomprehensible it, and that's to engage the law of attraction and the law of manifestation, which has been happening. We've seen that from the portal of your mind into the world of the physical. That's what this whole aligning the 3 minds is all about. And so those are some coaching podcasts that I've listed. I've got more to do, but you see them coming down there that I am doing. Then here's another fun thing that I got done today. I'm going to read this little sticky note I talked about. Is business.com and fitbusiness.com. I mean, there's several business authors and things. There's so much on the internet that you can go to and get the steps to how to start a business. I'm going to be coaching people through it, and my experience and my encouragement, kind of like that diet program. I don't know the name of it. I can't remember. Weight Watchers, not Weight Watchers, but Jenny Craig or something like that, where you have a coach to kind of help you that you can account to and keep going. That's what I'm going to do to help you get from the beginning idea to get it started and launched and going. Well, there's a lot of things you can go to that I'll send homework to, but it says go online and research how to start a business. That's one of my 2 Amigos assignments that came, and so I did that today, and I've got this written right here: coaching beginner entrepreneurs, how to start a small business at home. How to start a small business at home. It says, many popular businesses such as Microsoft and Apple started their journey in a garage. They certainly did. If you have similar aspirations, start the process by learning how to start a business at home. And it goes on to several things. And there's about 44 pages, but I just want to show you this one. I printed this out to represent the fact I've got 44 pages on the steps to how to start a business, but I'm going to focus it way down on information that is going to be applicable and applicable to even the beginner, so he can start his business and launch it and have success. So those are some of the things I did today. Now that you've seen all that I got through the portal of my mind today, I'm going to answer Croy's checklist of questions to end my day strong. The first one is, what didn't go well today, Marty? Or what could you have done better today? Did you wake up early and start strong? Yep, I did that. Did you start your morning with power? Yes, I did. Let me talk about power. What does it mean by power? Well, when I got up and I splashed cold water on my face today, brushed my teeth, went to the bathroom, came back and made that bed, there's energy that starts to come because I'm accomplishing what I've been doing now for, since Monday. That's 27 days. My goodness. I mean, this is Monday. It's 27 days since I started. That power's mounting and spiraling up and getting strength of discipline. A habit's kicked in now. That's the kind of thing I'm doing. And then as you go on and you do the start, win the morning, win the day routine, and you do that mindfulness, you do the reading, you do the exercises and the journaling and the exercise. Oh, it just gives you strength and confidence and that energy. And you got your list calling you. I've got some exciting things to do. It gives you the power, the strength, the mindset, the overcoming resistance mentality happening, kicking in gear, and that energy is incredible power that you're calling and drawing to yourself. And it is that law of attraction working within you. It's so exciting. And the law of manifestation happening. That's the power I'm talking about. Next, were you productive throughout your day? Yes, to answer that, let me just go through this list of to-dos here. Let me show you what I did today. Here's Monday's list of to-dos right there. All those checkoffs I got done. I typed up the income vehicle, the certain pieces I needed to get done. I went and did some competition sites research. I mean, there's just a lot of things that I did here. I also had a client call in, and this is what I got in the mail, just a little thing. You wanted to have an email blast go out. So I put together a quick little blast for him, and I sent that out to him and got that done. Making that money from just taking a 15-20 minutes to put that together, and I get paid, a 2 or 3 hour basis for that amount. But it's worth it because he's happy and I'm happy. So here's a list of do's. Here was that list of phone thoughts that came to me from my 2 amigos, the gatekeeper and the prosecutor. And so I get to take this today. I got to do this. Done. Bam, in the trash. Done. So Monday's to-do list was a great thing. Did you get most important things done? I certainly did. You saw those yellows. Check, check, check. I sure did. Did you move your goals forward? Absolutely. Did you show up as the person you wanted to be? Yes, I did. What about your personal time with Kathleen? Well, I'm not going to spend much time with her, but she had a real long day today. Mondays, you get hit after the weekend. It's all there piled up. She had a real long day. She came home. We had a little dinner together. She cuddled up to the side on our double-wide recliner, and boom, before 7 o'clock even hit, she was out cold, sleeping on my side. And so I was happy to have her there and just to relax and take some notes and do some mindfulness myself. After a while, she rolled over and just cranked that thing back and slept for quite a while, and then got up and finished her goals of end the day routine and playing her heart, and then she went up the stairs like it and went to bed. So I was certainly loving while she was there, and absolutely did that one. So let's continue on. The answer that I have of all these questions are just a reflection and looking back on my day and making adjustments so that I have that spiral up mentality happening. And so like I said, they're all designed to help me get honest with myself. That's one of the things I talked about, is the first step to success is to get honest with yourself. And so I've been reflecting back as I'm answering these questions. Croy asked, what was the one thing that you can improve on, Marty? In other words, what didn't I do very well today? What didn't go well? Or what did I fail? Now think of that something that you think will have the biggest impact or make the biggest difference in keeping that problem from happening again tomorrow. In other words, let's turn my failure and your failure into a tool of success. That could be a possible podcast. Failure, the tool of success. Failure, the tool of success. I'm going to write that down right now before I go. Failure, the tool of success. Bam, done. So after reflecting on my day today, the only failure I had today was that I completely forgot to make 2 calls to invite friends that I wanted to have dates with very shortly with Kathleen and I. They were on my list of to-dos, but I got so involved in so much of this other more important task, really. But by the time Kathleen got home, I said, "You're home!" And I went downstairs. I had failed to prepare my to-do list. It would have triggered my mind. And so I did it tonight before doing this video, and it's too late to call them. So I didn't get that done. Of course, I looked at my list tonight and got that all prepared with the priorities, so I had to put it on my list of things to do tomorrow. And that's okay. In addition to the failure to call and make those 2 dates, I also failed to play my Why movie this morning. Can you believe it? I've got a lot of other things going, and this movie of this storyboard was constantly on my mind today, but I should have, in my quiet time of Win the Morning, Win the Day, in my mindfulness or in my reading, I should have had that movie of why. Keeping the why right here. It's not that big to miss one day, but I'm not going to let that happen again. That one little thing of making a note and putting it on my Win the Morning, Win the Day routine papers would have reminded me that, and that would have helped me keep that goal. I like getting them all done that I set. That little failure to remember things like this, though, is something I hope to turn into a strength that I always remember. I get them done. It's on there. I look at it before the end of the day. Oh, I got to get that call done. I take the stickies and I remind myself. So I will focus. Here's my power statement again that I wrote down here. So I will focus more on writing down these types of small goals onto my phone and on the stickies, like I said, to remind me of these tasks on my to-do list or whatever it takes. If I have to put a little message in my phone, beep, 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 check your list, check your to-dos before you quit. That way I won't forget these things, like the 2 goals that were really important tasks. They weren't the major important, but they were still important. So I'm going to do that. I don't like forgetting things like this. It steals my feeling of being successful. The next question is, what was my biggest success today? This, of course, was getting these podcast designs and that list done. Today was a great day, and I feel so much closer to having a completed coaching package than I did yesterday. Oh, I forgot one thing. If I can find it, I wanted to talk about this. See, this was my domain name. I had mentioned that I had wanted to do it. I had written them down, started letting my amigos go to town and bring back evidence and support material of coming up with a name for the business. And so here's what I typed out. Here's what I got down here. My possible business name, domain names list, martybraden.com. coachingforbeginnerentrepreneurs.com. It's kind of a long one. From start to finish.com. BradenCoaching.com, JourneyToAlignment.com, OnYourMark.GetSetGo.com, SmallBusinessCoaching.com, WhereDoIStart.com, GettingStarted.com. And I've got room for another 10, and I think out of the 20 I'll massage them and I'll come down to one I'm feeling really psyched about, and it'll kind of keep all the themes going and make sense and be good for search and that kind of thing. So I got that done. That was a good, successful thing. So today was a great day, and I feel so much closer to having completed my coaching package that I'm looking to get done than I did yesterday. So it's really happening. Like every day before, I need to ask, what movies did you watch in your mind today? Marty, well, I already confessed that I didn't call up and watch my Why movie, but I did watch one of me working on my coaching package all day long on that storyboard, and imagine and seeing that was constantly going, and that really helped me get this stuff done as I worked on each piece. And I got them through the portal of my mind, like I've shown you here, into the world of the physical, so that's good. But I love that movie. I got to get a little bit more discipline to remember the 2 or 3 movies that I need to pre-play all the time in my mind. The next question is I'm supposed to ask myself is, what was the one thing you did that made you feel successful? Well, as I think about it, I think the one thing I got done that made me feel successful today was coming up with several podcast titles and the list of domain names that I just showed you. As I saw that come down, I typed it out, and I saw this list of podcasts and that little design coming up. Man, I'm so excited. It's really coming up where I can actually see my coaching website URL. Somebody clicked on it, it comes up, and they get excited because they're seeing some great things that it triggers them, because if they're starting to think about ideas of starting a business, this is perfect then. Getting those ideas from those ideas from the two amigos and putting them down on paper really makes me feel successful. I can see people, like I said, clicking on my website URL, or they're doing a search, help me start a business, or what do I do to start a business, or help me succeed in a small business, or whatever field, some keywords, and have it all connected. And I'm going to be on that page, and they're going to away to go, searching for that topic and seeing my site open up for them. I can see their eyes lighting up with excitement and even curiosity as they click and go into my site and dig into it. I hope that they'll leave their name and an email address, and I turn them from a stranger to an acquaintance, and then keep on going through that package, my funnel, to move them along. I'm seeing all these pieces coming through the portal of my mind throughout the day, and then the following days I'm seeing them complete and really refined up. In other words, all week long, as I work to get my package done, I'm seeing pieces showing up over here. It's definitely appearing right before my eyes, and it leaves my mind's eye and shows up right here physically on these papers, on the sheets, and ultimately it's going to be on the website. So how did I rate myself today? I still think it was an 8, because I failed at the other things. Like I said, 10s are hard to get. Now, Corey asked this: if this was the only thing you get done tomorrow, but it made you feel like it will make you feel like a success, what would that one thing be? And then put it in a power statement for tomorrow. And so here's my power statement I came up with for tomorrow. I will get my storyboard all laid out, so as far as I can get it, and so that I'm seeing a real coaching package coming together in real pages, outlines, designs, titles, different colored pictures, so that I get a sense of what they're going to see and will I get excited about it. I think that would be fantastic. That image in my mind is what I'm taking away from today. I feel because I have the big picture starting to show up in the world of the physical, I can congratulate myself. Marty, way to go. That's my high five to myself. Your dreams are coming true. So now I want to end my day strong by sharing once again what I'm grateful for. Well, I'm grateful for this day that I'm healthy. I'm not sick. It was a great day. I envisioned it the day before. It happened pretty much like I wanted to. I'm grateful that I have a capacity to do that. I'm grateful for the comfortable home in which I live, in this office in which I work, that I have a 30-second commute. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that I'm retired. It's not as much money as I'd like. I'm going to have more as this goal happens, so that's not a problem. The possibilities are right there, and I believe that that's going to happen. So I'm grateful that this year is going to be so successful. I'm grateful to have a loving wife, happy children, great neighbors, in a beautiful neighborhood, a home that is attractive and doesn't diminish the neighborhood. I'm grateful, like I said, to be alive. Aren't those terrific thoughts to be putting into my mind just before I go to bed? And I've got an assignment list I'm going to read to myself before I go to bed to give the two amigos some homework threats, because they got to work 24/7. There's no taking off. There's no sick pay. There's no vacation time for those guys. They got to go all day long, 24/7, day after day. And they do. And they'll go out and they'll come back with the assignments. So I'm excited for the assignments I'm going to give to them. I'm going to have a great day tomorrow. So anyway, until tomorrow night, I wish you all continued success. Goodbye.